This is Inside Innocent Minds, the platform for extraordinary people.
Innocent minds, reaching out to the stars, breaking all limitations, reaching your destination. Innocent minds, reaching out to the stars, breaking all limitations, reaching your destination. Making you feel so hopeless. Walking in the trend has made you breathless. It's the information you've been feeding on. Who said you can't get to the top? Who said you would hard and never work? Who said that the morning will never come? Open a brand new page in your mind. Innocent minds, reaching out to the stars.
Innocent Minds, clarity, possibilities, change. Inside Innocent Minds, the platform for extraordinary people.
Hello, I'd like to welcome you to this episode of Inside Innocent Minds. My name is USAR. I am so excited to know that week in, week out, you keep faith with us. Inside Innocent Minds is about getting into what seems like the life of regular people. However, they are producing extraordinary outcomes and results. Today, I have a phenomenal person that I am sure you would love to meet. Inside Innocent Minds seeks to empower me, you, and our community. We'll take a short break. When we return, we'll get into the juice of today's episode of the program.
Inside Innocent Minds will be right back. Innocent Minds. Education for real empowerment.
My name is InnocentMINDS. I'm a lifestyle coach and a wealth creation strategist. Our organization helps individuals, groups, churches, and organizations to understand what it means not to be a master of waste. Our society is largely a very wasteful society. A society of people who do not understand how to protect resources, how to protect money, and how to protect the gifts that God has given us. We would like to help you. My team is made up of phenomenal people, people I'm proud of, people who will help you cut out waste and help you move from the place of irresponsibility with resources to the place of prudence and the place of true responsibility and physical discipline.
Innocent Minds, clarity, possibilities, change.
Hello, welcome back. My guest today is a mind therapist and a very, very beautiful writer. I am so pleased to have today someone that I like to call my friend, one of my newest friends, in fact. I'd like to welcome Precious AJOONU. Welcome to Inside Innocent Minds, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Mr. Usa.
I'm so excited to have you.
I'm happy to be here.
Oh, good. I like your perspective to life. It's just meeting you in the last couple of months and, encountering you and rubbing minds with you is always truly inspiring. It's interesting that you see love as the true source of inspiration. And I see people from time to time who are inspired by money. They are, inspired by acquisitions and the pursuit for wealth and all kinds and all sorts of things. Why love?
I am love. I love love. I was born into love. And I think very strongly that love is the essence of being. That's why we're all here.
Yeah.
All religions preach love. Love has been, it's been recorded that love has been able to even bring people out of diseases. All you have to do is use Google. So I am love. I love love. I think the reason why I'm alive is to love. And I am love.
Do you sometimes agree when people say that is one word that is really very misused?
Yes, I agree. And it's because It's Hollywood, it's Nollywood, it's the movies, it's the books, wherever you're looking for it. And sometimes we don't understand it. Love has to start from the inside. You can't give what you don't have. So you have to know love for you in terms of loving everything that is precious AJOONU. That's the only way I can start to love a Mr. USAR, a Bekon AJOONU, my children, and things like so on and so forth.
You haven't always been this person.
No.
There were times in your life coming up, you were growing up and all of that. And we have all been through, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And tell us a little bit about where you were coming from way back, and how all of this puzzle began to be solved for you.
Like I said initially, I was born into love. So I grew up from a very loving family, my parents and all of that. I went to a boarding house, Federal Government Girls College, Benin. And I think for the first time, I had an ideal. I thought everyone in the world were in love, just the way it was in my house. People supported each other, people were there for each other, people corrected in love. And then to be in the boarding house and to meet, I was bullied a lot, and to meet some really mean people, in quotes, was a shock for me because nobody prepared me for that. My parents will tell me, till this day when I get off the phone with my dad will say, God bless you and God bless his world. So that's how I grew up. And to meet the real world where people were talking about their fathers having 3 wives, 4 wives, you know, the politics at home and all of that, it was quite a shock for me. And to start to love people who didn't feel loved was difficult. So yes, I have my own bag of heartbreaks.
Have you met people in your work as a mind therapist and, you know, just listening to a lot of people's stories? And there's something you said the other day about being something on the couch, the couch princess or something. I don't
Yes,
remember.
some sort of guru on the couch.
Okay,
Love
your husband
guru.
calls you that.
Yes.
You know, but hearing people pour their hearts out to you over the course of time and all of that, you come into contact with people who don't self-love,
Sure.
who are looking for it in all other places except within.
Sure.
Someone comes to you with that kind of being in that place. What are the telltale signs? What do you see with that kind of person?
It's interesting because sometimes I meet people who are more successful than I am on my couch. And by successful, I mean our definition, which will be more money, more...
more clothes, more cars, houses.
More air miles.
Yeah.
You know, air miles are so important
Travel.
in this part of the
No,
world.
but I love travel.
Yeah, I do love travel and I want to go everywhere. But you know, when travel becomes a struggle, when you're speaking with somebody who couldn't afford it but had to borrow just so that her friend...
They keep up with Jones.
To keep up with the Joneses. It's a really disturbing thing, you know, to find. And it's interesting because you would meet typically very successful people. Again, I use success very loosely. They're not happy inside. They are telling me I can't sleep at night. I can't remember the last time I smiled without it being scripted. I didn't know there was a thing called scripted smiles. It exists. So it's interesting. And before I got on this journey, I'm sure we'll get to that question. I used to give advice a lot. So people would come to me and I would give advice and say, okay, this is what you must do, this is what you must do. And they will come again or they will get upset and it wouldn't work. And I didn't know what I was doing wrong.
But you had a passion to help.
I had a passion to help, still do. But I couldn't, especially the people I wanted to help the most. I was helpless to helping them. I would give advice. I'm a book junkie. I would read everything and say, oh, this is what you must do. Success, say it 10 times. I mean, why would you script it? Smile, just smile. It's so easy, smile. And then the person comes and sees me 1 year later and is still scripting the smile. And I started to feel very terrible because I just knew it wasn't working.
Your own personal journey of self-love, I mean, coming to that place where for you, you sensed that it wasn't probably there the way you wanted it to be, and then to come to a place of accepting yourself and being able to shine that on everyone else that you came into contact with, that you come into contact with. How has that played out for you?
It's been a journey, and it's interesting to say that I just very recently really started to love myself. Even though I used to say love is the essence of being, I am love. I give it to a lot of people, but I wasn't giving love to Precious. I wasn't spending time with me. So I would usually have somebody on my couch, or I would be working on a new project, doing anything else but spending even 5 minutes alone in solitude. So I had to learn that. I had to learn what to practice what I preach, and not just preach a message that I am not myself imbibing.
Inside Innocent Minds will be right back. What skills would employees and staff of organizations acquire from NLP leadership training with IMI Consulting and Innocent Minds? Leadership skills. Develop peak performance and motivation. Understand how people tick. Increase your flexibility to work with a variety of contrasting personalities. Experience greater well-being even under very stressful conditions. Elicit valuable unconscious information to help colleagues transform, work easily and productively. To enroll for our NLP courses in Lagos, Abuja, or Jos, please call Jerry on 0806 552 1140 or Talatu on 0803 201 5725. Inside Innocent Minds, the platform for extraordinary people.
Starting last year, and that will be 2015, my husband and I have been on this journey where we were questioning everything. Started questioning religion, started questioning why is there so much hatred in the world, why is there so much hunger, especially amongst children, insecurity, everything. We're just questioning. And we started reading, we started building a library. We started learning about ancient Egypt, learning about our culture, Nigerian culture and all of that. And we met someone, one of my husband's best friend actually. We visited the wife, and she introduced me to NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, after showing me a very profound video. We talked about that video for days.
Wow.
And yes, she told me there was this course that we needed to do. It was life-changing. And I just went out of curiosity, really. What was this thing that I need to do? Let me see, is it going to work?
Now, you are a profound teacher yourself, helping people with issues around marketing and sales and all of that. I remember talking to you one of those earlier days, and you were curious yourself. What's different about this training? And so what really about this training? What is it really about this training that made it different for you?
It was experiential. And I know this because I've been lecturing for 4 years.
Okay.
It was experiential. It was a personal experience as opposed to somebody just telling me things. So after the first 2 days, I started to question more. I wasn't getting enough sleep. That's something that happens. And I was happy. I was in this place I was when I was 16, when I first found religion for myself. And I was excited. I was disturbing my husband, as it were. And it was experiential. And that was what I was looking for. A personal experience for me where I do something and I know for myself that this is it.
You are not one of these people who loves to conform, and you probably must have been misunderstood many times.
Sure.
And sometimes this causes quite some issues with relationships and with people
Sure.
that you love and you care about. How has this helped you to understand people and to begin to understand not just people you're relating with, but people that now you seek to help?
Because I'm a non-conformist, I used to be very comfortable being an outsider. Everything was to make a statement. You'll be shocked. I remember once somebody tried to sell a stroller to me when I had a baby and said, this is what everybody's using in Lagos. And that's how she lost my account. I said, no, if this is what everybody's using, I won't be using it. And so everything for me was, oh, I have to be different. But I had to learn about myself, that being different, whilst is good, how do I help people who are not like me? Because by celebrating my difference, I became only comfortable with clients that were like me. So if somebody came to me with something so different,
They had to, wow.
I wouldn't know how to help.
Wow. So they had to conform rather than be in that place where they were unique and they were different for it to make any meaning to you.
Sure.
Now, tell me a little bit about your inside NLP, inside of NLP, inside of the classes, inside of your meeting with all kinds of people from different backgrounds. What really began to shift for you?
Our class was such a mix, different people. From the first day, which I normally do, I sat in front, probably almost throughout, but we had to rotate seats, which is what I always do. This was my class, I was going to lead it. That was my thinking as soon as I got in. And then I already knew who I liked and who I didn't like from day one. And it's interesting that the people who I thought I didn't like are the people who we've been communicating.
Became your closest
They
pals.
became my closest pals. So I started to think, how many people in my life have I excluded just because of my own mind maps? And it was interesting. And for me, inside NLP, I think what was most profound was finding out that I was a very fearful person. In fact, when I took that feedback to family and friends, they said, no, that can be a real training. Who says you're fearful? I mean, you've been lecturing, you stand in front of crowds, how can you be scared?
You weren't fearful as in fear, but you were fearful of something else.
Yes.
And family didn't quite get what you were talking about initially.
No, they didn't.
Okay.
Especially since what I found out was something that happened whilst I was in my preteens. So I didn't even know myself. That's what's so interesting about NLP. I had no clue, and I had carried all of that all through my adult life, and I was living in this paralyzing fear of success, as it were. And even though I was doing all those things that looked successful, but to myself, because the competition that we seek outside is with self. That's what it is.
Absolutely.
And I was not meeting my own goals, and I didn't even know.
You have been a fiercely competitive person. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, I'd like to talk more about competition. Okay? But inside Innocent Minds, we're right back after this very short break. I want you to stay right here because something completely life-transforming would hit you as soon as we're back. Stay right here.
Hello guys, my name is Mobi Theophilus. I'm an entrepreneur and a motivational speaker. NLP has transformed my life, has given me greater tools to be an achiever and to conquer the world. Who needs this training? As long as you are living in this earth, no matter your profession, your career, it will make a lot of difference in your life. Invest massively in your life. That is NLP for you, the difference maker.
Yeah, you're right.
Inside Innocent Minds, the platform for extraordinary people.
Hello, welcome back. Inside Innocent Minds has given me the profound privilege to listen to the stories of truly moving people, sharing things that touch hearts and things that are really, really, really touching. And, listening to your story in the course of, the break, while we went on break, and all of the things that you've had to go through, for me personally, tells me that there's something about you that is truly loving and authentic. And I am so grateful to God that I met you. I'm so happy I met you. The other day we were on a radio program together.
Yes.
And, just seeing you pour your heart on depression and mental illness. You have such a love talking about mental illness.
I do.
Why is that so?
Just because I have personal experience with mental illness.
Okay.
I have
Close people
who have suffered from this disease, and I feel like the silence is deafening around mental illness. Why do we still have stigma?
and so much ignorance, yeah?
Yes, in 2016, we shouldn't. We shouldn't. So I feel like I can be that voice for people with mental illness to say, you know what, I have depression, for example, but I'm not staying there. I'm taking my medication. I'm living every day at a time. And I'm going out there, I'm getting results.
Through the NLP classes, you would have met with people like I do regularly, who, as they share their issues, I would feel this person should have been to see a mental health practitioner, but they didn't. And they came to class and they are able to resolve a lot of things. And seeing people go through all of those kinds of experiences, what was that for you personally?
It was very life-altering, profound. I didn't think it was possible, to be honest, because the experience I have with therapy, if I may, are people who have to be committed to it for the rest of their lives. So they go once quarterly, once monthly, and all of that. And to see people come and so quickly get results, that was something for
To
me.
resolve issues instantaneously, and yet the results last long.
Yes, I thought that was something.
Now, I'd like us to go to that place you went to, at some point where you experience something really profound with the future. Would you close your eyes briefly and quickly? And let's go back to that moment where you saw the future ahead of you. And here you were in front of a beach, all in your mind and in your imagination, and you're seeing a screen in front of you. And on this screen, you're seeing all of the future as it lays ahead of you with beautiful people, beautiful sounds, and amazing things. And what else are you seeing in this picture? What are you seeing in this picture?
I'm seeing myself on stage with my family.
What else is happening? It's exciting.
It is exciting.
Is it very colorful?
It is colorful.
Is it amazing?
It is amazing.
What else are you seeing?
A lot of people.
Okay.
Just being blessed.
Who is being helped because of you?
So many people.
Who are you meeting?
Oprah.
Ah, you have always loved to meet her, right?
Yeah.
What is she saying to you?
She's saying, well done. I couldn't have done this with Nigeria. I'm American.
Wow. Amazing. Now, as you come back to here and back to now, and you open your eyes, you had all that experience. What did that mean for you? What did that do for you personally? You had this morbid fear, really, literally, of, seeing yourself in an amazing future in the past.
Yeah. I think what it did for me was to be conscious of this life that I've been blessed with, and to start to live intentionally as opposed to just living. To understand that it will be one of the biggest tragedies will be if I just left this world without ever meeting Oprah, without ever helping those people, without ever being that light, that loving light that people need to see.
Inside Innocent Minds will be right back. What skills would employees and staff of organizations acquire from NLP leadership training with IMI Consulting and Innocent Minds? Leadership skills. Develop peak performance and motivation. Understand how people tick. Increase your flexibility to work with a variety of contrasting personalities. Experience greater well-being even under very stressful conditions. Elicit valuable unconscious information to help colleagues transform, work easily and productively. To enroll for our NLP courses in Lagos, Abuja, or Jos, please call Jerry on 0806 552 1140 or Talatu on 0803 201 5725. Inside Innocent Minds, the platform for extraordinary people.
What is going on now with your family, your kids, your spouse, the people you work with, and also your career?
It's been so exciting. I'm on radio, like you said, which is something I've always wanted to do, but I didn't even think it was possible.
You're planning something for television?
And I'm planning for television. You'll be seeing a lot of me for a very long time. So it's interesting. And then my family, oh my goodness, I am playing with my kids. Yesterday I was saying I spent 2 hours being a horse in my house. Very proud of that.
2-hour horse.
Bent down like a horse. And it was really interesting. And with my husband it's the same. We are communicating honestly, because I wouldn't want to hurt people's feelings, especially the person who means the most to me, which is my husband. I would just be anything, a chameleon, anything you want me to be. The sun is blue, yes.
In the past.
In the past. But now I am able to trust my intuition, to be able to say in love, or maybe we should do it this way, we should do it that way. And it's been appreciated. My husband is saying, you're so different. And sometimes I feel like it's too quick. I feel like they want me to slow down a little bit and not go so fast, but I'm in a good place.
How can transformation happen so fast within a very short space of time?
NLP, do the NLP program. Time is our construct. We decide what time is. I didn't know that until NLP. So I had a lot of things I wanted to do, like write books, for example. And I would always say, I'm going to publish my book sometime, and help me say 5th December, my book comes out. Go for it. Fantastic.
Now, you said something that caught my attention. Before we go, I'd like you to elucidate this point. People change, people transform, and the people who are supposed to, benefit from that transformation are those who are closest to them. Sure. And yet, we say we are changed, we are transformed, but those who suffer are those who are the closest to us. We're nice to outsiders, nice to all of the faraway neighbors, but when it comes to family, close friends, we can shout and bear, and we say we're being real and being ourselves. What do you think?
How you do one thing is how you do everything. You will know that if you attended NLP. So how you do one thing, I want to be authentic. And that's so important to me. I want to be the precious I am at home outside. And my family means everything to me. I wouldn't want to be a hypocrite because these things show up and I want to last. I want my brand to last, and I want this song to be sung even long after I'm gone. So it's so important for me to be authentic. It's so important for me not to try, and it's so easy to be honest. The truth will make you free.
Yeah.
Say the truth, live life honestly, and sometimes you will make mistakes. And like we say in NLP, there are no failures, only feedback. So if you understand that, if I make a mistake, I can own up and say, you know what, this is feedback, and look for a better way to do it, and keep moving.
This is Inside Innocent Minds, the platform for extraordinary people.
Let me chip this in before we finally leave. Seeing all of the people in the classes make personal transformation and change, what were you thinking? Seeing all of that happen with so many different people in one small room within a period of time, that just seeing all of that, what was that for you?
It was amazing. It was amazing. It was almost unreal to have people from different backgrounds, different faiths, different religious beliefs, if I may, and to have us all unite in love, because that was a common theme, and to find that I could love, you know, the lady who looked different from me, the lady who didn't belong to my religion. I could genuinely care for a man who doesn't look like me or who's not from my tribe in such a short time.
Does Nigeria need this?
Nigeria needs
Africa
it.
needs this?
Africa needs it. We need to get rid of all those narratives that hold us bound. Yes, they are narratives. They're not really true. You have to start to experience life for yourself. And that's something NLP helps with. You know, have experiential living as opposed to, oh, my grandfather, my grandmother said this is how we've always cooked egusi soup. And for that way, we can put egusi soup in the microwave or put it in the oven. Put egusi in the oven.
Look at that camera right away and speak to someone who is watching us now and say to them something in the line of why you would think it's immediate. I mean, it's important for them to take action right now with regards to enrolling into having this experience.
I think we'll only have one shot at life, just one. And it's important to live intentionally. It's important to wake up every day like a burst of sunshine and give it your 100%. Choose NLP.
Thank you so much, Precious, for coming on Inside Innocent Minds.
Thank you for having me.
Now, people are regularly doing the best they can with what they know. You've been where you are only because of what you know, but what you know isn't even sufficient. What's sufficient is who you become. And there is a huge potential out there for who you can become. I'd like to walk on the Hall of Fame one day with you because of who you have become. Come join us. Hit to what she said earlier. I'd like to see you again, same station, same time next week. Have a great Saturday evening. Bye.
Breaking all limitations, reaching your destination.